And it is, I think, recording. Yes, it is. Okay. So, hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of Fading Tranquility, where previously we have done a fair bit of interrogation of various individuals, had a night in London as well with all the stabbings that happened, and found out that sound needs to be released from the interrogation room. It is simply the Emperor's way. So, the day still continues from basically from last session. So, but it is after all of your activities and whatnot, starting to get a bit, well, it's already late in the afternoon and there's not overly too much time left, but the festival is still going on. You guys gain some clues from last session as well. So, my question is simple. What do you guys want to do? Who wants to do something? And by the way,
Okay, but listen, what about a graviton gun? It's less rare.
what do you mean less rare? Bro, it's the same. You're looking. Actually, why the fuck is it less rare?
It is less rare. It's
I'm
extremely rare.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at the
so it would be
grenade. What the
very rare.
fuck?
Yeah,
No, boo.
it is less rare.
No, boo. Fuck off.
Oh, come on.
Anyways.
Fire sprite needler? Okay, I'll stop.
But.
Okay, no. Well,
Uh,
I actually have a question.
okay.
Okay, actually it's two in one. Which one was the more difficult one, the rare or scarce one? And what would be the difficulty for like a requisition roll, respectively?
Rare is a bit more difficult,
Mhm.
because it's more header. But basically, if I remember right, let me double check. But rare should be a -20, and scarce is a -10. Let me just find. Also, just note, that is something that the actually says in the requisition part. When you're requisitioning something that is has a negative modifier, so scarce, etc., you guys lose actually a little bit of influence as well. Oh my god, can I find this? Okay, no, it's further back. I hate myself. But since I did say if you're buying something through the festival and whatnot, the availability goes down. So something scarce is now average, for example. Something rare is scarce and stuff like that. Obviously, still SD approval and things that are such like extremely rare and whatnot is still a no-go.
Well,
Without somebody
it
special.
can be within reason, right? Like, look, graviton, obviously fucking not or anything Xenos, but shit that makes sense. Like, for example, a silver fucking shield. It's extremely rare, but I'm pretty sure you can find it on this planet.
Probably yes, but the Shrivel Shield, if I remember right, is actually something against that's I think really good against demons.
Provides 4 AP to the body and arm, double to 8 against weapons that cause energy damage with stacks with existing armor. It has no other special qualities except defensive.
Interesting.
Okay, and
So just tell me, what do you want to requisition first and foremost?
I'm looking at a custom grip or like a mono for like both weapons upgrades, mods rather.
Yeah. So custom grip is obviously great because it just gives you a +5, but the mono, if you did, by the way, even if it loses the primitive quality, you're still gonna have proven, by the way, right? From your low tech bonuses. And yeah, the penetration is increases by +2 is also good. So both of these are just good things. One increases damage and one increases chance to hit.
Well, yeah. I thought it does actually matter. Since it's it's not the next increment for me. Or does it like use like the full number for that?
What do you mean?
When I like roll like this, right?
Hold up, let me check. See?
Oh, like this, right?
Yeah.
Does it count like the full number for this, or I guess I should just
like
check
the custom grip? No, you would have to actually manually every time basically add the +5.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, that does would apply. Okay, no, that case,
Because it applies to everything basically, because it's like made for your grip.
So I should. You know what? I think I will try to get both of them. Unless someone wants me to do something specific.
Sure can. As I said, you can requisition as many times as you want. It's just obviously the chance of failure or whatever that exists. So you want to get the custom grip, right? Which one do you want to start actually? Custom grip or mono?
Let's start with
Okay, wait, Demmy, I have a question.
Mhm.
How does it make sense to lose influence here?
Basically, not influence. My bad. Did I say influence? I meant subtlety.
Okay.
Oh.
I was like thinking, like, how does this correlate to the Inquisition? What so fucking
Yeah.
ever?
My bad. My bad. This is it's a subtlety because as you're requisitioning, getting more things,
Yeah,
that
I
things
get
noted.
you.
So,
Okay.
Remy, what do you want to start with?
I guess we'll start with the custom grip.
Okay, so that rare would go down to a scarce. So influence with a -10.
-10.
And
Okay, and suck at this. Let's go. Cool.
49. That is 4 degrees of failure. How much
Nah,
fellowship
that's fine.
do
I
you
will
have?
try. I will try again.
Reroll. Okay. Don't forget you
I,
can.
I, I, tr-
Don't
I
forget
trust in
you
my.
could have used the fate point for a +10 as well if you want.
Stuff. So sad.
Hold up. You have to sadly reroll that one with the -10 unless you,
Oh, right.
because you're rerolling the original
So,
one.
yeah, that's fair. Do I need to like reroll properly, or do we apply it like retroactively?
I usually just go with the idea of rerolling because I'm Christ.
No, I see.
Sorry.
That's fair. Ah, okay. Even better.
Even better. So, first and foremost, let me do a little something something. You'll love to see it. Okay. Now, that is failure with 4 additional degrees. That's 5, right? What's your fellowship?
Yes.
2.
Oh.
Okay. So,
Yes.
what do I even say anymore at this point? Huh.
Do I get arrested again? Oh, or does the
Nah,
police come again, rather?
No, I wouldn't say quite arrested, by the way. It's more, what would I actually do here for you to lose an entire 3 influence? Yeah, kind of makes the most sense, honestly, the arrestment thing. So rather than arrested, it's just more of the case of accidentally got mixed in with the wrong crowd during the whole thing, and you were seen as a potential perpetrator. But after, you know, fucking around for a while and being in, spending time and all of that, you are put scot-free, but you still have a criminal record, it seems. Let's put it like that.
I see. Well, I would. So I lose like a point of influence or what?
Let me check, but I think you
No,
should be losing.
subtlety,
I think it's
right?
losing the difference between your fellowship and your the
Influence, subtlety.
subtlety. Yeah, you still lose the subtlety because it's like what is it called?
But how do we lose influence if we fuck up, though?
I mean, it kind of does make
It's
sense.
the
'cause-
rule. Let me
Just tell me like how much I do. It's like if I lose too much, then well,
3 inquisition, 3 influence.
3 influence. Okay, down to 20. Cool.
That's a requisite.
And since I'm a retard, I will just try the other one.
Okay.
That's like what? No.
That is, since it would be average, you don't actually take a modifier penalty.
Yeah.
Do you want to spend a fate point for a +10, or are you saving it for a reroll?
Saving for a reroll. It doesn't really matter too much.
Okay.
Like that point. Cool. Gonna spend like a fate point, keep 1 in reserve. And yeah, I guess cool.
Okay. But no loss of influence. Since
but
it's
yeah,
just a base failure.
yeah. I guess I will. That's most of the things I will do during the session.
Anybody else?
No, I
One
did.
chameleon cloak, please.
Chameleon cloak.
It's rare.
Yeah.
So
I'm
scared.
just trying to see. That's in tools or gear again.
Gear.
Rare.
Yep.
Chameleon cloak rare, so that would be scarce. So influence and -10. Let's do the shopping episode then.
Uh, hmm. Nah, more chances for gambling. Let's go, baby.
Nice.
Cursed.
Nice.
Cursed. All right. You get a chameleon cloak.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, and
Nice.
as I said, like Domino, you can very much do that. Like you guys are a party. You guys can influence for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll try to get it for
So-
him. That's influence, right?
Yes. Hold up. First and foremost,
So what is the second thing you wanted to get, Redomer?
mono.
Oh, I'm on now. Okay, okay, okay.
So, you can roll for that. What is it called? Domino, and it is once again average, so just your influence base.
Okay, I'll reroll.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Spend one fate point and do it.
Success.
Success. So, Redomer, you
Nice.
get your mono.
Oh my god.
As
Incredible.
you know, a little bit of here and there. You know, Freya just goes, look, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, and all of a sudden you just get, you know, it looks shinier, it looks cleaner, and oh boy, does it cut better.
You know, rubbing my wrists after getting the cuffs off. After my police encounter. I take them. I take it to say thank you, Freya.
It's
Thanks
so
for,
good.
thanks
Next
for
time,
pitching
please
it.
come to me. I got you.
Okay. So, anything else, or do we go on?
So you said we get as many requisitions as we want, right?
Technically speaking, yes. Obviously, the only, you know, issue is the possibility of failing.
So what you're telling me is we don't have money. Our currency is influence.
Yeah, it kind of really works like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but literally, at this point, you can spend influence technically if you fuck up enough. Is my point.
Just ask Indrand. He got arrested.
Yeah, basically. Wait, let me check something real quick.
Okay.
I think I might have another requisition.
I
Swear
swear to God, what is it?
Can I attempt to get a motion predictor?
Motion predictor, that's a weapon mod.
Yep. Very rare, so it goes down to rare.
Rare. So that's a -20. Do you
Yes,
have
I
a
do.
chance? Okay.
I do. I have a 11% chance, right?
What?
12.
Okay, sure. But yes, that is something you can very much get at you know,
All right,
weapon
let's
store
go,
like these.
fellas. Come on, I'm predicting a 75.
Where are you the way you are?
Oh, close.
Close,
Touch.
but no spaghetti.
Fuck it. I won't.
Actually, hold up, Boo. Before you roll.
I don't.
Before you roll, Boo.
I don't lose influence.
That's failure with 2 additional degrees. That's 3 fails. 3 degrees of failure.
I swear to God, my man keeps fucking changing it. One day he says the additional degrees, the other day he
No,
says
it's-
everything.
You know, it's failure with -2 additional degrees. Domino's influence failure with -4 additional degrees is -5 total the degrees of failure.
I will say, Demmy, you have swapped around
I
with
understand
influence being
that.
lowered or not, like this session, but the other thing's invalid, my friend.
What do you mean? I've always done it this way.
No. I mean, like earlier you said that you cannot lose influence, and now you suddenly can. That's the only thing where you fucked up. The
Yeah, you
additional
literally
degrees
did
you
say
did
it.
correct.
Let me then
Mm.
fix myself. You can lose influence.
Holy fuck! Yes, lad!
Nice.
Yes, lad! Okay, we gaming.
Okay. You can lose influence if you fail bad enough, which is basically your fellowship. Okay, your fellowship modifier acts basically as your defense line for requisitioning. Okay.
I was just saying you were correct and that you weren't fucking up, Demi. You don't need to explain again.
Okay.
I was taking your side, bitch.
Fuck you. Anyways, let's continue on. So, with things acquired and festival people being, you know, some giving out and some getting into trouble, what would you like to do? And by the way, note, you guys can gather at any point during today.
Period, I suppose, because we are in fucking public.
Also, actually,
Yes.
just trying to think how time would work. Did an interrogation, did this, did some requisitions. One person got arrested, technically.
I kind of feel like those that did the requisitions / got arrested don't really have that much time left. But it's just me.
Yeah, no. So for the simplicity of it, honestly, let's just go to the next day. Nothing really much is going to change besides, the whole festival's basically over. There's still going to be people around.
Gotcha.
So, next day, everybody got their things. Clues were found, as I said. What do?
All right,
Well-
so share information. And by that, I mean let's recap because I forgot some of it, decent amount of it.
Should I go
Actually,
first?
no, wait, I have a fucking. Yeah, go first then. I forgot that I had writing shit
wait.
down.
Someone's screaming. I need to fucking close the window.
Okay, I'll take a look at what I have, because I do have a little bit. It's nothing too major, but I think I wrote it in journal. Yeah, apparently a lot of people think that the noble people think that Robert is actually a saint, and it's all just lies and slander. But then again, nobility, we kind of like playing the guessing game and like the gossiping game as much as anybody else. But at least I got their information. That's realistically it, Sally.
Hmm.
Well, we managed to
Well.
find something, right, Indrand?
Yes, we did. First of all, apparently, like the Ministry of Culture has a bunch of spies around the city, which is not, I guess, not too surprising. But after a bit of investigating, we figured out a potential clue. We hit a rumor. Well, we had someone talking about a rumor, rather. It's that the astropaths of this world are throwing a lot of parties, and that could mean, well, I guess that they're potentially compromised. I'm not sure about Spike here, but I think that might be worth investigating.
I definitely think it'll be worth investigating. If it's a spy on, if it's someone's eyes and ears on the ground, just regular spies in regular working positions, I think that them noticing anything out of order is usually something to investigate.
Yeah.
Lael, you were gonna say?
Well, basically, the thing that I found out is that a certain person, a certain Paul, who owns a restaurant here. By the way, Demmy, you told me you would think of a name.
Yeah, I honestly just went with Paul at the end of the day.
No, a name for the restaurant.
Oh, name of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Shit. Damn. The one thing
Well,
I missed.
Whatever.
Yeah. Just
Basically, a restaurant who's but can't remember right now. Basically, he bought a lot of drugs. I mean, not a lot of drugs, but a big. So I don't know. I don't really know if anything this is connected, but maybe he would be acting as a supplier for some higher up. But I don't really know because by my source it was on base.
Hello?
Hello?
You're cutting up really badly for me.
Yeah, same. I did
Sorry.
not hear the last part of that sentence.
Is it better now?
Oh, yes.
I said basically I don't know if he act as a supplier for some higher up people, so they don't get seen with like lower class and stuff, vicious people, but I'm not sure about that. The only thing I know, he bought a lot of drugs, a big amount once.
Big amount once. Hello?
Yes, yes.
Well, if it's a big amount once, something's telling me it's a party. But if, well, obviously we need to investigate if he or had purchased large quantities. Well, a
Also,
lot.
we don't know if he bought more than once, because
I mean, I literally just said that. Yes.
yeah, he might just have used other dealers.
I mean, okay, yeah, but I literally just said that we need to investigate if he had bought more in general. Because if not, like I said, probably party, which is worth investigating on its own as well. Because, well, that's where heresy tends to happen.
Yes, that's what I think so as well.
But if it's multiple times, then maybe something even greater. Well, we'll see.
Well, how are we gonna do? How are we gonna go about this?
Me and Indrand also spotted some. Oh wait, no, sorry, out of character. Who the fuck did we spot again?
Besides the spies of the prostitutes and blah blah, you guys did also notice another big group that is a bit more, let's call it conspicuous, because they were like hooded and trying to be sneaky and stealthy, going about also looking around. So that is the second.
Yeah, no, now I remember. Because I remember the ones that were like more interesting, were like more suspicious, were the spies. But I can't remember the other one. But anyway, me and Indrand also spotted an interest. Well, a group of individuals that definitely seem to want to attract attention by trying to not attract attention. Yeah, that means you were gonna say though.
I wanted also just Indrand, you're the only person with Cynicians, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Should we? Yeah.
Do you mind just rolling that at a -20?
Oh boy.
Sure.
Oh
Let's see.
boy. Someone's listening in.
It's the hooker. We should have killed her.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
she's not a fucking psych. Where the fuck's the roll?
He GM rolled it.
Oh.
Did you accidentally click the GM tab or?
No, I think it's standard. Let me check.
So what do you get? Tell us.
Yeah,
Huh.
minus
Hold on.
one.
Hold on.
Three.
Okay.
But
You
yeah,
actually have.
I didn't reroll. I just checked if it's
Yeah.
There you
That is
go. And deactivated now.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take the first result, obviously, because that's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You can continue.
What the fuck were we doing anyway? Because you interrupted us. Shit.
Yeah.
You were talking about the conspicuous group of people.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And then you asked like, what were you gonna do? Huh? Now
Yeah.
we can each follow our own leads, I suppose.
True.
There definitely would be also worth it to investigate the. Fuck. So no Urana, but okay. The keeper of culture here. I was gonna say MC, but you know.
Yeah. Reina Duberdal.
Yeah, I know her name. I just don't know her fucking title. Since well, she has a spy network. She has to have a lot of information, but it's going to be very secretive, I suppose.
True. Well, I'm not really good at, I don't know, talking fancy and trying to secretly get to her and trying to charm her or something, seduce her to tell us information. So, and I think a more aggressive approach wouldn't really go well. I don't think I should do that. At least not.
I mean, if we wanted the aggressive approach, we would not be sneaking about over.
I mean, true, but I mean, as in, I don't know, trying to get to her by force. I don't.
Again, not something we're trying.
I mean, I wouldn't know how to talk because I don't think she would be intimidated by any.
Why? Have you met her?
No, but as a person of her position, I think that she has experience in that and knows. She probably most likely knows how to lie.
I mean, listen, in our disguises and in our false identities, definitely not.
Yeah.
Now, if she's willing to lie to the face of the Inquisition, now, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah. I don't know. She still has a lot of influence over many people in this.
Yes, of course,
Yeah, here.
we do need to be wary of anyone in a higher position as long as we're in disguise. But I'm just saying, like, if we do get out of disguise.
I get you. I don't know.
You know, who feels like going after which lead? We have Reina, the cloaked figures, the astropath party, and the restaurant barkeep owner, whatever.
Mm. It's honestly so much. Yeah, we probably need to decide what you want to focus on.
We can take one each.
Yeah, but I would rather move in pairs.
All right. Anyone have any preferences so far?
I like the idea of the cloaked figures, and I like the idea of going after the astropaths.
I was
Because
definitely gonna recommend you go after the astropaths because you are
yeah,
the only
I
psycho
know.
among us. Hmm.
I
Lael,
mean,
you?
I'd like to follow up on my lead because it does deal with stuff I have for kind of.
All right, Lael.
To ask.
Oh no, sorry, Freya. Is he still not back? Seems not.
Nope. Sad.
Sure.
Hmm. Oh, I guess we're gonna force Freya to go somewhere else.
I mean, Freya is nobility, right?
Yes.
Maybe she would be best suited for investigating the important person for the custom. I can't remember her name.
Reina?
Duberdal, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Because she would be much better than words than most of us. With words, adapt.
That depends on the type of investigation. I mean, sure, we can be face to face. I mean, I agree with Freya going there. Obviously, Freya doesn't disagree.
What about you, Spike?
Astropaths can be really finicky. I'm gonna go with Indrand.
Okay then.
Alright, thanks.
Well, we have a plan.
So, let's start with the two going to the or wanting to go about the astropaths. So, I'm not going to make this a role to like find out where the main astropathic building is going to be, basically, right? You can just ask somebody around and you'll get information eventually, right? But it's a very large building. It's meant to be. It's basically a intergalactic fucking post office. So my question is, how would you go about it actually? Like, what are you trying to, or how do you want to infiltrate, or if you want to find out any additional information, how do you go about it?
What for the astropaths? Like Wouldn't be the first thing, like some observation, just hanging out nearby in like I don't know, some restaurants or whatever, and seeing if you see anything suspicious, and I guess also like keeping my senses open. Unless Boo has some other ideas.
Hmm. What's the building look like? Like, let's say look like how fortified does it look?
It's definitely got guards. That's for sure. But in terms of look, it's kind of like almost like a pyramid structure that is, a lot more flat pyramid basically, that, goes up and up and up. But it seems that, there's a fence around the entire perimeter, like almost like a wall. There is a main entrance that is, a gate that you have to actually go through, security wise and all of that. I wouldn't say it's, as heavily guarded as a prison or all of that, but it's definitely got protection. Probably cameras as well, possibly even, and a little bit of like outposts or like towers basically, right? At probably like the sides, corners of the walls at the very least. Astropaths are important.
Yeah, no. Hmm.
Oh yeah, actually, a question. Do you have any clue as to how many astropaths are on this planet?
Usually those numbers would not be revealed unless you're a part of it. But do you have I believe you do. You do have Adeptus Astra Telepathica, right?
That's my background, I guess.
As a lore.
Haha.
If it's your background, you should, right?
If you're
Oh, right, I
part
actually do. I actually do. My God.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
you're Adeptus After Telepathica.
Roll that with a +20.
Okay. Let's see. All right, just in this with bots.
Okay.
Baby.
Obviously it depends planet by planet first and foremost. Usually generally being the bigger and more important the planet, the more astropaths you'd have. But I'd say of a place of this magnitude and stuff, probably between 50 or 100. It's an average size basically.
Mm-hmm. Average size. Oh, there's still like a lot of potential psychers and suspects
A
about it, I
potential
guess.
lot of psychers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, yeah, I guess.
They are psychers.
Blind
That's true.
psychers, but psychers.
Yeah, but psychers.
Also, that really begs the question: what kind of parties do blind people throw?
Good
I
question.
feel like we don't want to know. Hmm. What do you think of our contact here, Indrand?
What contact do you mean? You mean the one we got recently?
No, the telepath that our Inquisitor assigned us.
Oh, well, it depends. What do you want to use them for? Ideally, I would want to keep it down low. Presumably, activating a contact will put it at risk. Somewhat.
Just thinking, because Demmy, this dude has has spent like time on this planet, right?
The astropath that is in question that you guys have
Yeah.
a connected.
Yeah.
Yeah, most likely. Like I'd say that there's probably a catchphrase, security code, or whatever that you can probably use for like special secretive access, basically to that one little astropath.
Oh, I got you. Because it would do well questioning him.
So in terms of
if he has seen anything.
in terms of entering, just to notify, with that you can most likely easily enter.
Yeah, no, I understand. But my real question is, you think he might be compromised, Indrand?
Good question. Like we wouldn't be able to tell. For sure, it's easier for Psycho to potentially get corrupted, I suppose. But then again, he has the Emperor's blessing, which gives him more power to resist.
Let's try doing this on our own then. Let's. I feel like we should ask regular people around about those so-called parties, if anyone has heard anything about it. Because I don't think just going in there blindly is a good idea.
That's true. Question, Demmy.
Mm-hmm.
Did like the talker mention how frequent those parties were?
Yeah, she said they throw it a lot. So I'm
Yeah,
guessing
but like monthly,
I'd
weekly,
I'd
daily.
say, considering they're astropaths blind and they have a regular job, I'd say a lot for them would probably be like twice a month.
Oh, okay. That's not that much then. No, not enough for you to wait for it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of unrealistic to go with once a week or like every day. So
I know people that have partied once a day for a while.
yeah,
Didn't do them any good.
yeah, that's special.
Yeah.
I definitely do think we should get some more information soon. We should ask around, and if anyone
Yeah.
knows when the last party happened, that would be very useful as well.
Yep. That's
Okay.
true.
How would you if you're looking for that kind of information, a general inquiry test honestly works the best, but unless you guys have a different approach or a different idea, do note.
I want to try eavesdropping around the building. The guard maybe mention anything.
Yeah, that
Seems
would
sensible.
definitely work. That would be an awareness test. Give it to me, since there would be some difference because the walls and stuff would be high. Give it to me at a base of -10. And you're not directly going into the building, I think, yet, right?
No.
Okay, and I just said around in the building.
Yeah.
The surroundings, the aspects apply.
Yes.
The aspects really can't do anything, so that's +10.
Cool.
Damn, we gonna hit a dank reroll on that real quick.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Well, what you got, Demmy?
Okay. So this was looking.
Sorry, you said a base of -10, right?
Yeah, a base of -10, but the aspects obviously
Yeah,
would be
okay.
+50. So,
Check.
okay. In the meantime, as well, just to ascertain, Indrand, what about you?
Well, I would probably be sticking close by and maybe try to gather information the other way. See if I feel like any like disturbances in the force.
Okay, you can make a Cynicians, and well, this is Astropath Center. There's going to be a lot of psychers. You can honestly give it to me at a +30. You're going to notice something.
Absolutely. You're gonna notice a shit ton of psychers.
Yes, perfect
Yeah,
information.
you're not able to, pinpoint exact numbers because it's more of like a force, but this place is definitely psychically active. First and foremost, probably due to the astropaths inside, but also due to your, knowledge of Adeptus Astra Telepathic and your Cynicians as well. Probably due to various rooms and artifacts and utilities, tools, and stuff like that that would help, for example, an astropath, like astropathic choirs, right? To make them able to send messages better, faster, efficiently, all of that stuff, right? So there is definitely a presence here. You're not in the wrong place. But you don't actually got a success with one additional degree. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary, rather than just big blob of psychic stuff here.
Right.
I mean, obviously that in its own right should be worrying, but kind of has to.
Yeah.
Okay, with the 99. I'm trying to go around. Huh. I'll have to come back to that one, Boo. Just remember that you've got a nice
Jesus. All right, I suppose.
So going to just going for Freya and Lael for a moment. So where would you guys want to go?
I mean, I told you to.
Yeah, the restaurant.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go alone, or what about you, Freya? Are you gonna go with?
Actually, yeah, Freya doesn't know the options because Freya wasn't
right.
here.
Yeah, true.
Freya, are you alive?
Yeah, I've been here
Okay.
for a while.
Okay, good. Basically, our options are restaurant owner, some shady looking dudes, like fucking cloaks and shit, that really tried hard to be stealthy, making them more noticeable. Astropaths, which me and Redomer are working on. By the way, fucking Adi's working on the restaurant owner, or the master of ceremonies for this planet, Reina do bitch.
Well, I'll join I'll join going to the fucking place.
Restaurant.
Restaurant.
Okay then.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Kind of suspicious, remember? But okay. So to the restaurant. As I said, let's just call it Splendor, basically.
Also, does Freya know anything? Domino, were you here while I was thinking about it?
If you want, just
No.
quickly give it the information to him.
Yeah, basically, I found out that the restaurant owner had a one-time purchase for a large amount of drugs. Investigate if he, because we think it may be a party or something and such. And yeah, basically, we're investigating that.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Also, if he buys from multiple, why I don't know. Why I only know of one purchase.
Okay, I'll join you. So that sounds like the most interesting thing.
Blessed. Okay. So you guys go to the Splendor. Just literally the name of the restaurant. I just had to get something up. The place that you see is about a 4-story high building. That is very well made. Good architecture, good looks, very luxurious looking, and it's near the center of the main plaza. So it's definitely in the upper echelons of the city, right? And there are people around, and I'd say no matter what time of the day you really go at, there's people in line waiting for their table reservations. It seems that most of the people that you can see from street level seem to be well dressed. You're not exactly sure if everybody's a noble or not, but they're definitely better off than various commoners and the regular riffraff of the place.
Can I just whisper something to Freya?
Yeah, of course. Like you guys can be looking from an alley or from somewhere, but you guys
Yeah.
can observe place.
Since we're not in disguise, right? I mean, I'm not in disguise.
So you're in your full gear, okay?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to talk about. If anybody asks, you're noble and I'm your bodyguard, the former Adeptus Arba, and I just wear this out of habit, basically.
Could you do me a favor then and just carry my my power blade with you? My power sword?
Oh.
In case shit hits the fan,
Yeah.
Won't look weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, easily done. You guys can are you guys just gonna basically wait in line like everybody else, or
I mean, do we want to try to skip? Maybe I have the thing.
I mean, if you think it's a good idea. Sure. I'm not a good talker.
Let's see how long the line let's do an estimate of how long the line takes.
It'll just from guessing, it'll probably take an hour.
Hmm.
Do we I don't think it's a problem.
And I will say, since if you guys want to take that route, there are definitely probably some people that look much more prominent things that do just skip the line and go in.
Fuck it. Let's be fun. Let's try. What's the worst that can happen?
Okay. So, first and foremost, just to get the sense of things, and since you're going to act as the bodyguard, in full things, can you give me an intimidate check, Lael, with a plus 20?
With plus
20. This is just to see how, frightening bodyguard like you look like. Okay, okay. By the way, just to note as well, since still learning rules, you can, if you want to, spend a fate point to increase the degrees of success.
actually,
What I'm saying this will help with Domino's upcoming roll, trying to see if you can get in through faster.
I don't know. I'm just gonna use the law.
Damn. Okay. How much is that then?
Is it half?
It should be your
Or
willpower bonus, I think.
oh yeah, it is. Substitute his willpower bonus for his. That's
Yeah,
3 then.
So 3 degrees success. Yeah, you just put on your most stoic face, upright, standing perfectly
Though
at
I
the
have a
height.
mask.
Hmm?
I have a mask.
Yeah,
Stoic face.
go with it. And Freya, as you approach with your bodyguard in tow, the sort of a bouncer-looking guy, sort of a bouncer slash receptionist, sort of stops you and goes, "Good evening, ma'am." He looks to the bodyguard and looks back at you real quick.
Yeah, I'll shoot him a smile and say, yeah. Well, you did say good morning or good night?
Uh, what time do you want to go exactly? Not later.
I mean, probably, right? Seems
Yeah.
the most appropriate.
Yeah. Okay. Let's then go. Good evening.
Good evening to you too. I've heard fine things about this and about this establishment. I say with like the proper accent, the Lyrian Falls accent.
Mm-hmm. He sort of looks you up and down. Uh, Thank you for your kind words, ma'am, but you're going to have to wait in line as the rest of the proprietors.
Well, I was thinking that if we could get in here earlier, I could tell more about my friends. Tell more about this fine establishment to my friends and how well it treats its customers, particularly those of importance. And she smiles once again.
Okay. You can make me the charm test. Base will be with a plus 10, and I'll give a plus 5 for every degree of success that Lael got you, so an additional plus 15. So I think the modifier ends up being plus 25.
Yes. Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. He sort of, looks, sort of once again at how you're dressed and things. He sort of goes to like a little buddy real quick, informs and goes, "Of course, a misunderstanding. Welcome to the Splendor." And he just sort of shows you the way in, and another individual will sort of, take your jackets, all of that, make you cozy, and lead you to a very nice table. With that charm test, honestly, you kind of have also a choice of where a table is, and this place is packed, by the way, but funnily enough, not as packed as you'd think with the line. There are still a little empty table here and there. But you basically have pick of the house if you want to be somewhere more in the corner or in the centerpiece or however where you want to look and be.
I'll look over to my bodyguard. So, what do you think is? And I whisper, what do you think is the best place?
I don't know. Maybe somewhere we could grab more attention, I guess.
Preferably close to some other people, correct?
So we could just ask around a bit.
Okay. Yeah, then I'd choose one of those. As close as we can to people, because people that are in here are presumably important.
The best for you, man.
Easily done. That would probably be the centerpiece where there's most people around. Then you can get a very nice table. You get a table of 4, even though there's only 2 of you, just to have the extra space. Mode for you and bodyguard, and a menu is brought to you, and you're offered various courses, right? And you can see it, and they do definitely sound and look quite luxurious. There's probably like something like a seafood course. There's like the house specialty course. It seems to be almost like seasonal or whatnot. You have your appetizers, your entrees, your desserts, all of that thing, going in.
Hmm. It's quite nice. It's a quite nice establishment, I'd say.
True.
Just look over at the bodyguard.
And
Seems so, my lady.
and the various waiters and things are very active. But looking around and trying to keep an eye out, you do notice, because it's really not that hard to notice, there is still security in this place. People that are still dressed like the waiters and things, but definitely don't act as waiters.
Can I
standing.
check if they're with the adapted Arbeit or there's some suspicious like under people? Because I have both. Yeah.
True. Make me with the underworld one with. Nah, just make me the underworld one flat. Yeah. It's hard to exactly see because they're dressed well and they don't look like the typical, but you can see by the way they stand and act and look around and a little bit of that body language that speaks to you. They do seem to be from a rougher crowd. They don't seem to be normal bodyguards.
I just whispered to Freya, the security here doesn't seem to be of the royalty sort, or I don't know how to say it. They are a bit. They do seem to be out of. Sorry, my voice came. They do seem to be out of a rougher crowd, if you get.
Yeah, I do. It's a good assessment. It's good to keep in mind. How do like the quality of like the actual waiters? How good are they actually at their job? Like, are they professionals or?
Yeah, they're professionals.
Mm.
And I said a high end place.
Ah, sweet.
Like
Yeah.
to try and describe it like in Earth terms, this would probably be at the very least a 2 Michelin star restaurant, basically.
That's pretty neat.
I mean, you're not, a restaurateur, so you have no idea if. Well, I don't even know if Warhammer 40K has a Michelin fucking rating star, but hey.
I think it's Emperor's rating now. Otherwise, you're
True.
being a heretic.
True. But good things like this is where you're gonna get caviar on truffles, basically, and call it fucking gourmet or whatever.
Hmm. I have a question, Lael. It's a turn to Lael. I have an idea. It may not be that good, but it may be pretty good. Since we came into with the whole idea of, maybe referring this place to some of my other noble people, how about we, try and see if we can maybe get an audience of maybe the cook or something? I don't know.
Actually, something I was thinking of as well.
Based.
Yeah, basically, I was thinking about maybe get something like the special of the house, the cook special, whatever.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me. How are we actually paying for any of this, Demmy?
Well, we'll get to that part. Hey, look, you don't pay up front, okay?
Bruh.
Maybe an eat and dine and dash might occur, but hey, we'll find that out later. But I'll say what you can do is 2 things in this place. Scrutiny or awareness either work, honestly, or a charm test. And I would say that all of these would be flat.
I don't know. If I up it, it's still a failure, right?
Excuse me? Yeah.
If I up it, it's still a failure.
you can't up it. You can only add to a degree of the success or lessen the degree of failure. You can't turn a degree of failure into a degree of success, sadly.
Ah,
Can I do a scrutiny test to like try?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I said flat.
Bro!
okay, I'm rerolling mine then. Holy shit.
Bro,
Same
we
thing.
want me to
One
reroll
was-
mine. I can reroll as well. Let me reroll.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello.
you can if you want to.
No, I clicked.
Oh, I think your internet just might be lagging. Try it again.
Oh, fuck, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Ah, fuck. Whatever.
Damn, have you all tried succeeding a roll?
No.
So, dining there and eating well, it's good. You try to Freya, be a bit, polite with the waiters and some of the people around and try to, go about things. But whenever you're trying to get closer to some of the chefs and whatnot, you're just gonna get politely be asked. It's rush hour. There's a lot of people. The chefs are busy, but we'll gladly give the chef our your compliments, basically, right?
Hmm.
And Lael, you can try and keep an eye out on some of the people, but there's a lot of people. There's a lot of chatter going around. It's hard to really pick things up. Actually, sorry about that. Lael, because you're actually, I forgot that you guys are in the center of the room. You chose that place specifically. You can take back the fate point if you want, Lael. You can roll with a +10, actually. So
Ah,
your
For
positioning
him,
will
was it
give you the
also for
bonus.
me?
Okay,
The charm's gonna stay. Just scrutiny.
let me take back the fate point. And
Yeah, I
Or
forgot
the
about
plus
that little
10,
tidbit.
right?
Yeah, I forgot about that little tidbit.
are you fuck? I'm gonna reroll it.
Okay, now you can spend the fate point that
Yeah.
you used.
My god, I have like +2 in scrutiny. What?
It's 50-50 chance, yeah.
Bro!
Did you roll like higher every single time?
Yes!
He did!
Holy
God,
shit.
it's +96.
No, he didn't. Wait, did he actually?
Hold up,
Wait,
first time
73, 67 was the
67.
second,
Okay.
Oh,
and then
And then
80 and
80 and
94.
94.
Bruh.
Same result. Luckily it's not
Yeah.
a crit fail, but yeah, you don't hear anything.
Well, wait, doesn't mean can't fucking what's his face also reroll? Or
The-
fucking Freya, that's the name. Forgot.
Yeah, this is mostly for hearing or looking things about because you guys are in the center of the room.
Yeah, but
Um,
can't like also
Didn't-
Domino reroll because he didn't
He-
reroll.
he did reroll.
Did
I
he?
mean,
He went from
yeah, but
58
he's
to
No,
gonna
but
say
57.
but he didn't
modifier.
with the +10. Yeah, so he
I
needs to
don't
roll
get that
again.
one, apparently.
Oh,
I
how?
don't get
Charm doesn't.
Okay. Fine.
doesn't-
Fine. Center of the room. I'll apply it to both. Domino, you can go.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't want to, you don't have to. Like, it's not a big deal. I mean, if it doesn't make sense to you as CSC, then you don't have to do it.
Okay. But for this night, you do have a hearty meal. It is delicious as intended. But you do see that as the night goes on and it's getting darker and ever darker. The amount of people coming in and leaving is obviously lessens, and it comes to that point where it feels appropriate to leave before being a bit too conspicuous about things. But you weren't able to pick up a lot of information just by eating and trying to schmooze your way.
Did we leave yet?
Yeah, you can leave. I'll just say
No, I'm just asking, did we leave? I'm not like that we have.
no. You haven't left yet, but it's like almost kind of time to leave.
Can I just try it? Whisper to Freya something?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, since this didn't work, maybe, I don't know how good you are with this, maybe you could put up an act that something's wrong with your food. Like have a fit or so we could call the man. Because this way we're doing it doesn't seem like.
So you want me to like fake that something's wrong with the food, so we get
Yeah, so call something. Just something like that. Fit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. And she like whispers closer to you. I don't really think I'm good at that.
Okay, then that's fine. I mean, they wouldn't care for a bodyguard. I thought they would care for getting dark.
Like that seems like something that requires like a deceive, which I don't have.
Though we can stay somewhere close and see the people leaving. Maybe follow someone.
That's true. Maybe we could just smoosh with some of the people here, you know?
True.
Okay, so what do you want to do? Smooth or follow?
I mean,
Doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I'm not good at perception or following, so that's why I suggested something alternative. But I know you are good at that, so
yeah.
Let's do your thing because we did my thing last time, you know?
Okay, sure.
So following?
Yeah, basically we wait in an alley close by and follow, I don't know, a cook or someone, because I would presume the manager isn't there.
Okay. But yeah, I would say as, you know, the night goes by, you can make me a scrutiny again. Actually, no. This would be following more under awareness specifically. But you can make me an
What?
awareness with a plus 20.
If you don't have it, you can't roll it, right?
No, the awareness is something that you can roll.
Yeah, and I have it.
Oh, it's a plus 20.
Yeah, I have.
I think you both need to do it though, right?
You both of you can do it.
I mean,
You
we
guys are
can do
keeping-
it. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's just do it both, yeah. If we can. Jesus fucking Christ.
I think I should reroll that, shouldn't I?
Okay.
It's fine. Fine. It's fine.
Is it? Do you not want me to reroll?
I mean, look at my roll.
Yeah, I'm with you anyway, so
Yeah,
it should
but
be
okay. Well,
Oh yeah,
well,
it
Is it a crit fail?
No,
no,
it's not a crit
it's
fail.
not a crit fail, but it doesn't it like the degrees, don't they just add up? We rolled. We both rolled.
This would be if this would be like a group project and thing. This is just like 2 perception checks basically.
Oh,
equivalent to D&D. Basically, in this case, Domino or Freya is blind as a bat, while you're basically on guard.
Yeah, because it wasn't a crit fail.
Yeah, if it was a crit fail, something else would have happened.
Yeah.
With the success with 5 additional degrees, so 6 degrees, I'll give it to you. So you sort of take a bit in the alleyway and sort of wait, and you are able to actually see a shift when it comes to the chefs and bodyguards, actually, as the night comes around. This would be probably about midnight or even 1 a.m., right? Late in the night. First things you notice is that the chefs do look different compared to the other chefs. These one have the sort of a similar vibe to actually the bouncers and the bodyguards on the inside. Secondly, what you notice is actually some conversation as 2 of them are, just out in the alleyway sort of smoking before they go into their job properly, right? This is the talking between a chef that was, on his shift and a chef that is coming in, right? It's mostly just a bit of, banter, talking about days and stuff like that. But you do actually hear one of them mention something. And to you, with your eyes and having from the penal colony, you actually pick up that it's a phrase, actually. And it's somewhere in his sentence, he'll say, "And for tonight, I'd like to dine with crimson wine." And he's gonna just basically remark on, I don't know how he comes up with this, basically. And you pick that up. You're not sure. You don't find out exactly what it's used for or whatever, but you have it.
Is that like a local dialect thing, Demmy?
You, with your now knowledge of the local dialect, no.
Yeah, this would be something more like code words.
Yeah, code.
For something suspicious.
Cryptic.
So basically, as I understand, this would be a thing we could tell the waiter if we went there again.
Potentially. Possibly. Yeah.
Okay, then I turn to Freya and say, I overheard something interesting. see those two guys there?
Like, looks around. I don't really see much. I think I ate too much food.
Basically, there's two chefs there, and they were talking about stuff. And some of them said something suspicious. Said, quote, he wants to dine with crimson wine. Seems like a code word. Something suspicious.
That does sound suspicious.
Yeah, we might be able to try tomorrow. Just try using that phrase with the waiter. Maybe we'll get.
We should, although I don't think we should do it.
I mean, we can.
Immediately
But
after.
no, yeah, I meant tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds fair. Although I need to know, Demi, how does this handle like us paying?
Us paying. Well, basically how I count it as is just a simple influence roll because this is on the horror side. But I'll say that this is. I mean, it's food at the end of the day, right? Actually, hold up.
Yes.
There actually is a service thing somewhere in the book. Let me actually check real quick. Because that might actually tell me very easily what this would be. Fall under services. Services of accommodations, provisions. This would fall under high grade, basically. The availability would be rare. I will say that this was still like after the festival and stuff, so but no, it would be the next day. You can basically just roll me availability, but this would be at a base of -20. But you were able to fit in and have things. So just roll me influence with a -10.
Question.
Mhm.
If this is a garden world, there's no pretty rare, and you also said this is a part of a restaurant chain, wouldn't it mean it would be less rare on this planet? Fine. Product.
I'm looking here how these services work. Provisions, right?
Yeah.
There's like low grade, mid grade, and high grade. With each availability becoming, up as you go in with vintage and important things, right?
Yeah.
You can just pay. You have to pay more. It becomes available or has higher availability, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, doesn't it have higher availability because there's more high grade places here? Garden world with a bunch of noble.
And that's why I've already reduced it to scarce. That's what I'm saying with a
okay.
-10.
Fair enough.
So, Demi, just for reference, like when you roll something like this, and you need to roll worse than your fellowship modifier,
Yeah,
right? To match it.
What I'd say this ends up being, because you don't lose influence, right? Is it comes a kind of a case of you didn't quite have enough to pay, but due to the charm test earlier and you trying to get in, it's kind of one of those oops, forgot my credit card. Hee hee, how silly of me,
Yeah.
Definitely pay next time, but definitely will spread, word to my friends. Leaves without paying everything, and it's like, uh-oh.
Based.
Okay.
All right, definitely not showing up tomorrow.
But
Mm,
going to the other group. So, Boo, how I think the simplest way to go about it, honestly, is the most direct, honestly. So as you're, trying to stick near guards, trying to go about, trying to listen in, you don't notice two guards sort of coming up, and they do seem to be more like, not fully dressed as Adeptus Arbite, but they do seem to have, shock malls and things. Just go up and basically look at you and goes, "Oi, you there? What are you doing?"
No, nothing. Just looking around the place. Why? Want to get potentially a message back to my family. Or hold on.
If you want to send a message back to your family, then go through the front gate. Why are you laundering key around the walls, huh?
I have bad experiences with any sort of psychic abilities from the past, so kind of nervous to go anywhere inside.
The guards just sort of look at each other. Make me a deceive check with It's kind of a hard sell, let's be real. -10.
Listen, what do you mean it's a hard sell? Won't people be terrified of psychic powers? So you said -10, right?
Yeah. Wait, how
So
much?
let's roll this just because a -9 target. So the
Oh.
roll doesn't matter because I can't roll it. I have
Alright.
1% if you didn't give me the -10.
Technically a chance, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I was hoping for not the -10 because I'm thinking, come on, 1%, you gotta roll that.
God bless. They're just gonna look at each other. We'll look back at you and just come up closer. All trying to stand like right in front of you. Trying to depict that they're the law. Well, and they sort of have that little smirk grimace, like, okay, time to let out some frustration and have some fun, right? They start just like poking you on the chest, being like, listen here, you fucking no-lifer, right? I don't like your attitude. I don't trust you. I think you're a liar. And lying to a guard. A member of the enforcement here. Now that's illegal, buddy. And you're gonna be
Alright, you know what? You know what? You know what? I am going to quick throw my last pistol and discreetly show them my insignia.
Oh. Okay. As you take out your last pistol, they first, get spooked, just like, okay, holy shit, I didn't expect this guy to do anything. And they go for their like mauls instinctively, right? But then they see the insignia. And where they were already terrified, they're absolutely mortally things like actually, hold up. Let me do something real quick. I'm gonna count this as a fear check for them.
Holy shit, what?
Do you have a? I'll just. Oh shit! No, that's the wrong fucking sheet.
Do you have what?
Did you have the shock table ready for any chance?
No, I didn't, sadly.
Okay. So fear. Let's do that. Okay, they have resistance. So I'm just gonna roll like this and +10. Okay. 1d100. That's a difference between 30. Holy fucking shit. Let me look at the shock table.
Holy fuck, this man will literally start foaming at the mouth.
Okay, totally overcome. The character screams and vomits uncontrollably for 1d5 rounds. I'm not gonna have the screaming because they know what happens if that happens. During this time, you do nothing and drops anything he is holding. Afterward, until the end of you only take a single half action. So they look at the insignia, right? See, reflexively, they did a fucking oopsie, basically pushing around an Inquisitor, like, not Inquisitor, my bad, an Acolyte, like nothing, or possibly Inquisitor, actually. And one of them just starts holding it by his stomach and just vomits across the fucking wall, while the other was, he's just like terrified. He's like, sorry, I'm trying to, explain fast that sorry, right?
Shut up. Now, you two will come with me.
The other guy keeps knowing that his life is forfeit, but they're gonna grab.
Let's go and make it seem like you're arresting me.
Yes, you did miss the rosary showing, Adi.
Yep.
They're gonna come along, shaking in their boots. All that tough guy act literally diminished in a fucking second. And you have effectively 2 hostages.
That's how you turn a crit fail into a crit success. Let's go. The power of the rosary.
Fucking loved the Inquisition.
I know, right? And so, I shall wait for Indrand to finish up what he's doing, then we'll meet back up.
And it probably wouldn't be too far, anyways.
Yeah, Indrand, you just see Spike casually just walking, nice day, the clouds are in the air, the sun is shining, and you just see two people in armor just going.
Okay, I'll observe for like a few seconds, and once I see, that he is apparently not doing anything more with them, I will
So- Yeah, sorry.
I'll come closer.
So, Indrand, I'm gonna look at the two. We have some questioning to do.
Oh, perfect. Exactly what I excel at.
You got all of that psychological warfare. Anyway. I would suspect we would lead them to wherever the fuck we could interrogate them. A hideout.
I don't think you guys have yet acquired a full-on hideout, so I think you guys have just been living around where you can.
At this, I think we can take the opportunity here for me and Indrand to actually look for a fucking hideout. Almost at high ground. What do you think? What do you think, Redomer?
Yes, let's get like a nice empty place. Good out open windows, so the sound can escape.
Yes, of course.
I'll say easily enough to find, right? In this place, there's always going to be something. But I'm not sure. Are you guys going to be just looking for some place to just quickly interrogate, or do you guys are looking for now also a more permanent place?
Let's go for like a more temporary place right now, and then later on, like a real one.
Okay, that easily done. Especially with the Adeptus Arba, you just ask them a question. They kind of know the place around as well, and they can like lead you to some of the more scummy alleyways that they've also had to patrol and whatnot. And you can easily find a place. Broken down chairs, basically a few crates of nothing and stuff like that. And yeah, you're in a room.
Indrand, I'll let you handle this.
All right, just sit down, and let's have a nice little talk.
Nods. Both of them simultaneously.
Okay, first of all, well, you see, we can't exactly we can't exactly let you properly go after this. So from now on until we depart, you will be working for us. Is that understood? And well, no. Now tell us about guard duty. What exactly is your position? Who is your commanding officer? Who's officially giving you orders? Who's unofficially giving you orders? Who is
Okay. One at a time. First and foremost, give me a 1d100. Purely luck wise.
No,
Since you did
okay.
get some. I want to see how random or maybe not random these schmucks may be.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Okay. I'll say one of them is not quite, the rookie private or whatever. Maybe something more like equivalent to like sergeant ranking, some a little bit higher than the rest of the chaff, right? That's just been like randomly walking with like a friend or something, and this happened. Make me.
Now that the also one that vomited.
I'd say the one who vomited was probably the rookie who has less experience. Give me an interrogation check with plus let's go with like plus 30. Actually no, plus 40, since they don't really have or want to resist. It's just more like you're asking them a fuck ton of questions, and they're also on edge.
Okay, so plus 30?
Plus 40.
40. Good to ask then. Let's go.
Okay. If you want, if you want, reroll or spend a fate point for an additional degree of success. But gonna go with the same. With each success, you ask one question.
So it's like 4 now.
Yeah, 4 questions. If you want, fate point for 5 if you need it.
All right, sure.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess let's go. I want to. What is their organizational structure? You know, in terms of like who gets orders, where they are on it, and so on and so forth.
Well, they'll go from the top. Basically, the person that leads most of the Adeptus Arbites or form of guards, right, around the city is Valentina Orm, the marshal, right? But
Yeah.
they specifically have the job to work around this Ashapathic temple, let's call it, right? Who is probably led by some form of I'm not sure how rankings go, but probably something like a captain, who is in charge here. I'll put down a name of Charles. Fuck it. Captain Charles. And that's the person that they tend to answer to if anything goes wrong around the Ashapathic temple. That's where their job is around. Besides that, one of the guys will say that he's like a sergeant above, and the other guy's like, "This is my like third month on the job. Please be merciful."
Well, that depends on how good your answers are.
Whimper.
All right. Well done.
Oh, we hear these the astropaths of this planet have been organizing quite the number of parties recently. Know anything about that?
Yeah, the sergeant specifically will answer since he's been around. He's had to sometimes, be on guard duty for that stuff as well and patrol that level. I'd say it's like the top actually not the top level, probably the level below the top level. Um, but yeah, the Astropaths seem to organize well, their own special type of party, basically, which is weird in the sense that because the Astropaths are blind, right? Uh, the parties organized are pitched almost in the dark and blindfolds, trying to represent anybody who joins has to basically act as if they're blind, right? Um, and it's usually kind of normal. Feel like the guard says it feels kind of like noble stuff. Food, drink, dancing, easy music, all of that. But it is. He will also report that it is hard to kind of keep track of everybody or everything when, you know, everybody's fucking blind, basically.
Yeah. Hmm.
Interesting.
How often do these parties happen, and how long do they last at the same time?
I'll say, I'll say go with a previous answer as well, but kind of go on it. Like 2 to 4 times a month, approximately. Really depends on situation, individuals, blah blah. But in terms of how long they can go for, uh, starts in the evening and finishes by morning. Basically, it's an all nighter.
Mm.
Obviously, as the night goes on, people leave or do something else, right? But it's an all nighter.
Yeah, gotcha.
Two more questions, I think.
Hmm.
Did we ask yet if well, rather who's going to these parties?
You did not ask that. Would you like to?
Hmm. Should we?
Go for it, yeah.
Yeah, okay, then.
Okay. Uh, since he has to be the guard, since the sergeant has been a guard before, he kind of knows a little bit. First and foremost, obviously, it's the Astropaths, right? Secondly, various nobles or like high-ranking individuals as well that sometimes join because they've been invited or whatnot. And occasionally, it does seem to be some certain special people as well that don't seem to be hyper or anything. They seem to be more of how should I say this? Um, servants of sorts that are hired and help cater and things like that. In a better translation, they're more of male and female prostitutes, basically.
Hmm.
And they know that those kind of people come in because, well, they have to make sure nobody's armed and everybody's okay, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly something to hear. Any, well, this is gonna be, well, Indrand, are you fine with me asking the last question?
Yeah, no,
Do you have
go
anything
ahead.
specific? Okay.
No.
Well, do you fellas attend any parties?
Are you specifically asking if they attended any of these or
Any party?
any party in general?
Well, where similar prostitutes may be found and, well, same sort of activities, I would assume. Minus the whole pitch black part.
Yeah. Probably I'd go with yes. The sergeant will probably answer. He's been on at least like twice, the 2, 3 parties where it's just, a fun time, happy time, right? He's like 10 years till retirement, right? Let a guy live a bit. The younger guy is like, no, but like to. He's still young.
I'm gonna look at the rookie dude.
Dude,
Fuck.
rookie dude? Yeah, rookie dude.
Wait, no, sorry, I fucking. I'm reading. What the fuck? Redomer. Uh, I mean, how are you gonna write it to him without an astropath, fucker? Anyway. Fuck. I'm gonna look at the rookie dude. Resist temptations, and nothing bad will happen to you.
Sorry. Could you repeat that, Boo?
Oh, motherfucker. So just keep resisting those temptations. It's good for you.
He's going to nod and just, who wants to say something but realizes maybe just not saying anything additional to these scary individuals who are definitely part of the Inquisition, probably the smart idea. He just nods and, yup. You can see that face of, I'm definitely praying to the Emperor when I come home, if I come home.
Good. So, thank you for your cooperation. And do keep in mind what my friend here said about keeping your mouth shut about this. And working for us, of course.
The sergeant and rookie very much nod and are like, entirely understand.
The first thing you're going to do is every single day you will leave a report at the location that we tell you to about what has happened and if anything similar has occurred to the parties that you have spoken of.
The sergeant will actually try and go up, seeing that you guys clearly have an interest in these parties of some sort, and tries to raise his hand slowly but surely.
Yes, the one with the wife and children then are probably still alive.
Uh, if your lordness can wishes, I would probably get you in one of these parties.
That definitely does interest me. But not yet. For now, we first need to gather more information.
Nods.
Anyway, Indrand, what do you think? Anything else?
I think I'm pretty satisfied so far.
Alright, go on, get out of here. Make sure no one sees you.
Okay. And there very much going to skedaddle back. Just a question. Did you write any of that, or do I have to kind of repeat myself so you can write down?
No, I'm fucking decent with it. What they basically said, like fucking prostitutes and what's at those parties, complete blackness, fucking darkness,
Yeah. Also,
because haha, blindfolds. Yes.
I only just now noticed because I was looking at Discord and other stuff. Who the fuck kept on spamming phallic object drawing on the goddamn fucking map? Okay, I see how it is, bastards. So, I'd say that would be probably most of your day. So, if you guys want to reconvene, you guys can. And I'll say like it's new day, new you.
Alright, then first of all, though, I would like to find an actual place we can stay permanently. Well, stay permanently.
Yeah, I think so too.
More
I want to aid
permanently.
in this.
Yeah.
It's important we have a good place.
Okay. Let's try and since this is going to be a group effort because like you guys can probably help and contribute in a lot of ways, and I'll help lower basically the depending on the degrees of success and stuff. I won't make it as an influence role, since you guys are looking for probably various things rather than just haha first baseman that we see, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if this is a group effort, how would give me just 1 second. Somebody's knocking on my door.
Kill them.
Just in the moment, try and like sort of go think about how you would go about things to like find a house or whatever.
Gotcha.
I mean, honestly, like, I think we should just go for like an abandoned place and not have like any paper trail leading back to it.
I mean, yeah,
So-
definitely, but we'd have to be careful every time we approach, especially Lael, considering his disguise as a bishop.
Yes, but
I mean, I don't wear my disguise all the I don't wear the disguise out in public. I wear the that Sarbite stuff, so I act ex-guard.
Alright, well, from afar, that should be enough. Yeah, let's go for abandoned places. That'll be best, especially for interrogation purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of still
Oh.
prefer it to be like not the most shitty place though, because I do kind of need to keep up appearances to a degree.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to live here constantly. There's just some place we can reconvene. You can fucking
Oh,
keep
fair
up
enough.
your own appearances in disguise. Like,
Fair enough.
So I'm back. So what are you guys looking for first and foremost?
an abandoned place.
All right. I'll say probably in terms of abandoned, they're either going to be like on the outskirts of the city, or you guys can just go deeper down into this little hive place. But either or really works. So, since it's a group effort, how would you go about trying to find a nice little abandoned place to call home?
By using my eyes.
Could I also use my knowledge of the underworld?
Very much so.
I would like to use my ability to talk to people like, hey, what may be a good place?
Okay.
If it's suspicious as fuck, a random person walking up, hey, any like abandoned places?
It's better than Freya trying to like look around because I'll just fail.
Oh no. No. Okay, no, it didn't fuck up. Actually, it did fuck up. Need to refresh. So, okay, and Indrand?
can I just assist the looking around effort because I kind of suck at everything.
Yeah, you can basically give a +10 that way.
Yeah.
So let's start. Let's go with looking around. It shouldn't be difficult if you just take the time for it. So, awareness with a base of +10, +10 from Indrand helping, and +20 from I think the auspice. Since I will let the auspice apply, since you might be checking for life signs and whatnot of people. Okay, very nice. Lael, you can definitely roll Underworld, and I'll give a also base of +10 on this since you're just looking for an abandoned goddamn house.
Okay.
That is also not, a drugged in place.
Yeah.
Very cool. And lastly, Freya, charm works unless you want to go some other way. Charm with. Yeah, let's also give you a
Actually,
+10.
Actually, I was thinking, like, would my knowledge of Delcelia's fall help with this as well, maybe?
You don't have oh, actually, of the you mean your linguistics?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say it would help. Though, at the same time, yeah, just roll with me with a +10 though, because I'm thinking you're also kind of like on a noble thing, and you're also looking for an abandoned house, so it's not quite the thing. So just roll with a +10 charm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
With all of these successes combined, you guys, first and foremost, it kind of goes in the simple way, right? I'll say Lael is able to sort of detect where probably there some houses would be and all of that. With Freya trying to try and butter up some schmooze some people and maybe give a throne here or there to ask for directions or places that might just be out of the way. Ooh woo. And then Spike and Indrand go the hard way and look for something, and you guys find I'd say an entire abandoned apartment complex, basically, like building rather.
Hell yeah.
It would be like it's kind of the underground, so it kind of has to touch almost the ceiling in a way. But I'll say like there's probably like 7 stories of it, and you're looking around, and it's there is also, I'd say, a little bit of assistance to you. Since it's not actually that easy to traverse in it, but with a little bit of time, with a little bit of equipment, a little bit of help from all of you, you guys can actually make a decently defensive position up here. So,
So can I set up traps?
very much can as part of this. Just know this will take time, obviously. So you, by first and foremost, just write that you basically have an abandoned apartment as a fucking hideout.
I'll write that in. What the fuck should I write that?
Probably group
Things of
handout
interest, I suppose.
or group handout, either or.
Things of interest, because yeah.
Sure. So, of course, in terms of doing anything around this place, you very much can. So you want to make traps, Boom?
Yes.
So,
Just like nothing very like high tech, by the way. Just like literally fucking.
the most basic traps.
You're getting some fucking sticks or like Viet Cong shit.
Yeah, that most likely fall under survival, but roll it with me rather than perception, intelligence.
Intelligence, yeah. I expect
And
let me just finish up the writing the hideout thingy. Where exactly is it?
I'll say that this abandoned complex is probably like on the 3rd floor under. And you do actually see that there is quite a since you guys are now kind of traveling down for the first time properly, you guys do see that there is, even in the first floor, a big difference actually between the top layer and the bot and like the one layer under. It's like day and night almost. You're not into like slums and bad people, but it's more.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Hell yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh boy, I just imagine. Oh boy, I can't wait to feed my family today.
You can make survival with intelligence, and since I already said this place is decently defensive and stuff, give me with a +20. Since you can probably make some easy or hard to avoid traps, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's gonna be the construction worker in 20 years. You can put down under okay, so hold up. Hold up. That's a crit success. I'll give you an option. Do you want this place to be extra defensive, or do you want to find something in a process?
Repeat the first one, sorry?
Do you want to make this place extra fucking defensive? and basically be, you know, a lot more impregnable? Or do you want to find something as you're going about?
Ooh. Look, man, like you had me at find something. Like, come on. Like, what do you fucking mean?
Okay.
You give me like literally fucking immortality versus loot. I'll take loot.
Okay, just to sort of get the idea of what it could be, roll me a 1d100. I'll say 50 is something that might help with the investigation, above, as in loot, that kind of way.
Mhm.
And above 50 is going to be actual equipment or items, basically.
On something incredibly useful.
63.
63 equipment.
Okay. So this would be an abandoned place, right? So let me look what could be. Do. Abandoned place. um. Do. Shit, this gets me off guard, but what could be? Oh, I think I have something that you might like because it's just basically free. As you're going about this place and sort of rummaging, under a little bit of rubble where you thought perfectly to like place a little bit of a alarm trip or whatever, right? You see actually something below the rubble, and it catches your sort of curiosity, and you sort of you know, remove the rubble and find a crate. And inside that crate, I'll say you're able to find what seems to be the remnants of probably, you know, gang warfare or whatnot. Uh, but essentially, I'll say you can have 20 fire grenades, basically, essentially Molotov
Oh, yeah.
cocktails. As you just sort of reveal, and it's like, wait a second, what the fuck was going on here?
Just open that like I can make more traps. But
But yeah,
anyway, yes, I shall bring back the loot that I found to the fellas.
but let me try and find it specifically. What is it called? Wait, what the fuck? I can't find it in grenades. Hello? It's not
I think they are
spores.
just fire grenades.
Oh yeah, but I actually can't see it on the Excel sheet.
What you're saying is we got some crack grenades, right?
No.
they're,
Wait, don't it, is it
they're
under
fired.
is it under flame?
It should. Wait, no, it's
No, oh, it's called
actually.
a fire bomb. It's under explosives. Okay.
Oh my god, what?
I don't know. So it's a fire bomb. They are plentiful, but you get a fuck ton of them basically, plus 20. Fucking 20 that you can share
Wait,
around.
they can't be thrown, but they're class thrown.
Uh
Huh?
cannot be used with launcher weapons and cannot be thrown. Oh.
But it's the thrown class. Me scusi.
Yeah, I think that might be a little bit of an oversight. I'd have to check the errata later. But for the time being, we're gonna consider that they can be thrown and all of that.
Yeah.
So you basically you know, prep, light, throw, and it just does Molotov cocktail work.
Yeah, nice. I'm gonna put the Molotov cocktails in the group handout, by the way, because that's like shared.
Yeah, and basically,
'Cause we can just take them from there, however many you fucking want.
yeah. So basically, anybody can throw this. It's 20. Anybody can take how many they want. But yeah, it is weird because it's not technically considered a grenade or missile. It's considered an explosive, which is weird. I guess it's because it's a bomb and not specifically a grenade, but I'm gonna classify one as a grenade. It
Yeah,
just
'cause,
feels
like
appropriate.
for a bomb, doing 1d10 plus 2 is like,
And it's mostly because the fire, honestly, but I get it. So, anybody else want to do something around their new home? As you guys now also have instructions from Spike. Oh, by the way, don't go there. Oh shit. Oh.
Don't know really what to do in our hideout right now because it's just a place to stay and interrogate people.
I
mean,
you could look around to like.
I kind of want to get to know
find
like the
shit to
people who
throw.
frequently hang around this area, maybe.
Also good one. That's a good one.
Okay. Like actually physically meeting them, right? Or
Yeah.
yeah, what would that be? I'd say rather than charm, give me an inquiry actually. Test at blah blah blah. Give me this one flat.
Nice.
Fucking hell. All right. Yeah, it doesn't take long. First and foremost, I mean this place is abandoned, but you actually get a little bit of the background about the place. Seemingly there used to be some rival gangs here long, long ago. But now it's a nice neighborhood, you know, and it's I'll say you ended up actually perfectly getting a place because a lot of the place here's a lot of the people around here that are living aren't actually gang members or people of crime and things. It actually seems to be almost like elderly people living here. So in a way, they're not as okay, like they're inquisitive, let's call it like that, but they're old people. And you do actually end up making some friends. Let's call them some friends, basically around. Um, for sake's purposes, because it's going to be part of the Haven place, let's call it. You can write that you have like minimal neighborhood security, as you know, your youngins moved into the place, sprucing up the place, and you're such a dearie. Now you have
Space.
now you have Balkan grandmas looking out for you.
You know, if I keep this up, one day I will get these as contact as well. I will eventually get to influence 50.
Eventually.
Oh no, definitely.
By the way, also something to note, something that you can do actually with those fire bombs. For a note, the book actually does state something about trading things in. So you could actually, for example, sell some of the fire grenades in this case, for something cool. But that's for later. Uh, okay. Anything Redomer or Adi you want to do with this place?
I mean, I could look around and see if there's anything useful here already.
Okay. Just like snooping around looking.
Yeah, just rummaging through the place. Look
Yeah,
if there's
that'll be scrutiny, and I'll say that you can have a +10. Since it's not that much, you know, there's not too much to look at, but just in case, right?
Oh boy.
Bruh.
Interesting. Do
Would
you
you
have
like
patience?
to reroll that? Well, you're about to
Sure,
stumble
sure,
upon a trap.
sure. I'm just gonna reroll. I don't want to fucking
Yeah.
hell with my scrutiny rolls today. Like I don't have a plus. There we
Hey, nice. Success with 5 additional degrees. Or 4. I mean,
Or
five.
additional.
Yeah, 5 total. My bad. Being retarded. Just as a question, is there anything specifically you're just keeping an eye out on, or?
gear stuff that could be useful for us left. I mean, I doubt we would find any kind of information in an event. This stuff that would be useful to us.
You know what? Success with 5 degrees and going around, I'll give something. Not quite in your building, but it seems to be a building nearby, right?
Mhm.
It has that classic feel of, you know, cellar room, whatever, right? And so you go in just to like to double check, see if there's any, you know, random crackheads that need to like be pushed out just to make this place safer and whatnot. And actually, in part of one of them, as in this place, actually find an interesting trap door that seems to be covered over, almost hidden. And you open it out of curiosity just to see like what's inside. And going down, you see something slightly ominous. Just a question: do you uh, give me a willpower test?
Okay. Just
Yeah.
flat, right?
Yeah, just flat. This is just to see things.
Ah,
Okay, just a base failure. as you're going down, there's just this little, not too much, but just a little bit of a chill down your spine as you take the ladder down and down, and it's getting dark, and you have to, get like either a light or something out just to give you a bit of that light. And down there, you find dead bodies that have been decayed and old for a while now. It's like even the bones have started to basically slowly turn into dust down here. But it's not a big place actually. It just seems to be like just one empty room with these dead bodies, a little bit of carpentry around as well. And there's one thing specifically that's like on the wall that seems to be made with something from, that is also old and becoming almost like rust-like.
Yeah.
What would I describe it as? It almost seems to make form something close to an eye, sort of looking. And it's made out of what seems to be also pieces of remnants of bone that have like been nailed in. And you count, and there does seem to be specifically like trying to make using bones like from legs or fingers or whatnot. 9 bones on the wall.
Oh, you said 9 bones on the wall?
Yes.
Nice.
9 bones on the wall.
And that's
Can
really
I?
just also say, just to finish off, you can like search through the dead bodies and things, but you don't find anything else.
Not
it's
that.
just this.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do.
Hmm.
Can I check for cause of death? Oh, okay.
I'd say this would be too far gone. Like even if you are trained with Medicaid, I'd have
Yeah.
to, like the bodies are just gone. Like, even if you could like detect on something on the bone.
Yeah, I couldn't even identify them or.
Yeah.
Basically, so what did I find? So 9 bones on the wall and
Forming what is somewhat of an eye and a bunch of dead remains skeletons that are becoming dust.
can I use my knowledge of the underworld to try to remember maybe that I've seen before?
No.
No, because it's not that. Yeah, I presumed probably for knowledge. How many bodies are there?
Approximately, I'd say a dozen. It's hard to really pinpoint, but just looking from the amount, there have been a few people here.
Well, my course of thought. I'd like to go back to the hideout, call Ingrid.
So, Demmy, I'm surprised you didn't fucking go for 6. But I suppose that's just telling me what we're dealing with.
Yeah, find out better. But as you do leave, you do have a little bit of an ominous chill back into your spine. What's it called? Lael. And it's hard to take the thoughts out of, because you're also thinking of what might have happened in this place and curious about it.
That's why I want to bring Ingrid here.
Mhm.
So basically, I walk up to Ingrid. Ingrid, could you help me? I found something disturbing, and not sure, but maybe you could. Don't know. Maybe it has to do something with psychers. I'm not sure. It seems like a great act of heresy there. With here.
He said he's back.
He's muted.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you say? Like, what makes you think it's It's heresy.
Yeah, maybe it's better for you to see yourself. I'm quite shocked myself.
All right. Where is it?
And I just show him. It's in the building that door in a basement. There was a hidden. Let me.
You're getting a real bad, but okay. I wasn't, I wasn't paying attention. But it's like in this building.
No, it's like a building.
No. Building next.
Okay. Okay. Is the building next to us also abandoned?
Not entirely.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna say give you an entire complex and buildings that are just abandoned, but there's probably gonna be like some denizens that are just like, yeah, we exist.
Hmm.
But if you go into the place, I will need a willpower test from you as well, Indrand.
Question: does Jaded help?
Uh, no, not in this case.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh.
Are you gonna keep it or?
Ugh. I mean, I shouldn't, but at the same time, yeah. Okay, let's fuck it. I trust the Emperor, so I'm gonna
Reroll.
reroll that. I suppose.
See if the Emperor trusts in you.
Probably not, but here we go.
He does.
Hey,
He
Oh,
does.
Okay.
Also, how many almost crits have we gotten in this fucking
Yeah,
session?
this session.
literally.
This session has been cool.
We've gotten 17 almost either crit fails or crit successes, then one crit success and one crit fail.
I'd love to see it. Indrand, you going down there actually feel something a little bit. Something almost like trying to prod you just for like a second, right? It's nothing too much, but it's a familiar sensation, but you just sort of are so used to it that you just snap your finger basically and no more. And you go down there, entirely normal, not shaken in the slightest, no ominous feeling. And you are presented with, well, the same scenery as I described.
I will turn around real quick and say, whatever happens, we need to make sure that this place is sealed off after us.
Yes, I agree.
All right. I guess I take a look around and try to identify the bones.
Okay.
What would this mean?
What lures do you have, if I may ask?
The warp.
The warp. Okay.
And I guess I have also Adeptus Telepathica.
No, Adeptus Telepathica definitely not here. The warp. You can roll it, but this would be at a -10, so it's not directly correlated.
Cool. Let's see. Well, I guess the Emperor guides us.
Yeah, you have no idea what this could be.
Cool.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. It's definitely some form of symbology. Like, it's hard to really not see that. You're not that much of an idiot, but it's more of like what kind of purpose or use this had or any of that. Hard to say.
I don't know what it is. What this is supposed to mean. Let's just describe it to the others once we get back. Maybe they have an idea.
Should we burn it down? Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know either. Then we can go and try to see if this is like an active, like an active psychic phenomena going on or something. So some such that requires our attention.
Yeah, you're basically checking if it's psychic in any possible way.
Yes.
Sure. Roll me Cynicians. This would be flat.
But
God damn.
Mm. You try and take try and concentrate your mind on it, but you're not really picking up any signal. It's you still kind of still, because you're still psychic, you still feel a little bit of that psychic ever presence on this planet generally, and especially from the astropaths that exist and all of that. But this place specifically, you're not picking anything up.
Out of character, thank fuck you failed that.
Why?
Don't worry about it, just thank fuck you failed that.
Don't worry about it.
I am so grateful you failed that. Holy shit.
I'd like to spend my fate point to make him reroll, please.
Sadly, no. It really does. Warhammer really does sometimes be the kind of system where failing, aka ignorance, sometimes really is just bliss.
In this case, abso-fucking-lutely.
But yeah, you don't feel shit.
I don't feel anything. At the very least, so I guess as long as it's fine. Like, is there any clue that this place has been used recently? Like the bodies are old.
The bodies are old, very old. But in terms of use, I'll give it that for free. Since the cellar was up there, covered and all of that, and there's a lot of dust, and you're not seeing anything. Not used for a while. If there's just plenty of the dust particles from the decay itself have just filled the room basically.
Okay, let's just put it on the list of things that we need to like clean up after we're done.
I guess I have a feeling we should report to our Inquisitor.
But how? The astropath are potentially compromised.
Didn't you, Demi? Didn't you say the one that used to contact him wasn't?
Yeah, you have a contact.
Yeah. Would she be possibly compromised because you were telling us otherwise? I don't know.
You do have a contact.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him saying he's fucking compromised. Just don't go for it.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, then I don't. Yes. Should just leave it. I just have a horrible feeling about temp Penny.
Okay. So, are you guys just gonna leave this place be or do anything to it? You do have fire bombs, fun fact.
I mean, probably just leave it and cover it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Actually, can we ask? Okay. Can we ask Spike to maybe trap the players?
Yeah.
That he like doesn't come close enough that he doesn't get anything bad, but enough that anyone trying to enter this place that isn't us will get obliterated.
I was gonna propose something like a bear trap, but if you want, you can't use one of the fire bombs for this, boo. I will say, because with the previous roll, you can just say yes.
I'm completely fine with it.
Okay. Do you want to use the fire grenade for this or something else?
I will absolutely use fire grenades for this.
Okay. Take one away from the pile and note
I'll
somewhere.
use multiple.
How many would you like to use?
Well, I'll use 5 and scatter them about the place.
Legend. Okay. Perfection. So just note that you have 5 less, and then please write somewhere that let's just call it creepy eye cellar covered with traps, basically, with 5 those traps. That's
Wait. Can I not edit the things of interest? What?
Hold up. Let me see. I should have enabled to edit. Can it be edited by all players?
I can't even see the thing that I put in there. Let me try reloading this. Because I wrote the 7-story thing, but...
I only see Demi's mom in there.
Yeah,
I see my mom too, only.
Okay, now it's letting me edit after I refreshed.
Weird. So, did I miss anybody? Freya did something, Spike did something, Lael did something, Indrand. I won't count this as part of your action. Is there anything you'd
Mhm.
like to do around the place?
Oh, well. Not really good at anything, but but I would like to set up some places essentially where we can interrogate people and like hold people. Essentially, like look for like places with like sturdy doors and
Open windows, got it.
yeah, the usual.
The usual. Yeah, I'll make this an interrogation check, but because you're looking but with intelligence, if you can.
Okay.
Okay, interrogation just only has willpower and fellowship, so just roll intelligence. And once again, this place is abandoned and things. You can give it to me at a +20, as you're
Okay.
basically just sort of looking around.
Okay, and how do I apply the take
So
from the interrogation from it?
okay, so the
Yes.
interrogation just means, since you have only one tick in it, means that you don't take a penalty to it.
Ah.
So roll just your intelligence +20, and of course anything else that you might have to help or apply or want any of that.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
Yeah, you find you actually kind of look around and you get this big brain idea. The best place to interrogate, right, is actually at the top of this building. Like since you look, you start to think, right? You need to let the
Mhm.
sound out. But this building, this apartment, is kind of taller than any of the others. So you get this idea. You're going to have the sound leave, but it's going to be a fair distance away of anything else. So it's perfect.
Yeah.
So the top of the building is, you can just declare that as you have a interrogation, an interrogation place ready. I like how I
I'm
just
gonna
took one joke and we just went with it.
the others are gonna throw me off this place if I ever use it.
I
But
think
no,
it's a good idea.
Considering we're paying for one crit fail the entire session, yes.
but
Or not session, the fucking entire campaign.
generally speaking, this is I'm not gonna cuck you. You succeeded. It is actually a good interrogation place.
All right.
And best of all, because it's also high up, and the trap spike thing and blah blah. If for any chance somebody tries to escape, right? It's difficult. They either have to somehow scale down 7 stories, jump, which is of course a perfect alternative to escape from a bunch of acolytes that want to ask some very basic questions, or haha, a trap to the face. So yeah, I'll say this whole thing and stuff will probably take, I'd say, a few days, if that's fine. Since you're asking about looking around places, setting up traps, making sure you actually have a room where you can probably sleep without having falling through the floor or any of that, right? So I'd say like 3 or 4 days, like half a week approximately would take. So you have now a permanent hideout, and also on the report stuff, Boo, since you'd would still be getting that from the Adeptus Arbites, right?
Yup.
It seems that everything's fine, and they will notify you that there will be a party soon. Probably in like 3 days, giving you heads up, right? So of course, if you're interested in that or whatever, that's a thing.
Alright then. Shall obviously relay that information to my coworkers. And would like to hear their opinions on the whole infiltration idea.
Yeah, I like the idea. But yeah, I will be once again sucking at it. But I think we have some people that are better at it. At it all.
I mean, From what we heard from the guards, it doesn't really seem like a very, should I say this, classy social event.
Mm.
I was looking forward to that.
Well, if you're looking forward to prostitutes and just, honestly, from my assumption, general heresy, well, from what we know now at least.
Heresy is disgusting.
I agree. So I'm thinking we should, if we do infiltrate, we should keep a low profile. What do you think, Lael?
We do have a lead of our own. Maybe just have a hunt. Maybe it might be connected somehow. I would just like to check on. We basically, when we were at the restaurant, we heard the what's it called, phrase, and it was like told in secret, like it's a code word. Let's say special service station part. Basically, one of the chefs said that's something that he wants to dine with the Crimson. I would like to check on that. Maybe also might also lead me to part.
All right. Must we suppose we can keep working on our own leads? Just when is that party exactly? Actually,
The Ashpath one?
no, the other one. Well, the event that Lael's talking about.
We don't know if it's an event. We just know the phrase.
Hmm.
We
Gotcha,
didn't check
because-
on it.
Nah, gotcha. Because I'm thinking like in character. Because if they're not happening at the same time, I feel like that it's best if all four of us are close by, especially if it is a big event, in case things go bad.
I mean, when
Yeah.
did you say it was?
In about 3 days.
Well, we could always check up on our lead before
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we can assist you as well to make it go smoother.
We also in terms of preparation, I think like one of the things we missed out on this time was that we didn't have like any of our proper equipment ready. So we need some way to get our stuff in. Maybe our white friends can help us with that.
That's what I'm hoping for as well.
I will just notify for Lael and stuff and Freya, since you guys were there. It seems that bodyguard and all of that, right? They didn't quite take away weaponry and stuff like that when you went.
Yeah. You would. I mean, you would
Yeah, I
say
would
that
mention
because
that.
I was a bodyguard with weapons. Maybe we should get you some better clothing for this place if you're us. Maybe at least one of you. I don't know. Since we entered that place as a noble and her bodyguard, but we might use the fact that Freya said that she would recommend it to friends. So maybe we could pull off that you're nobles, or at least another noble and his bodyguard.
What about something more people that you don't notice, like some sort of servant? Like I don't think I can pass for a noble.
This is not the type of establishment they expect a noble to bring the servants to, I'm afraid. It's very high class, even from what I was used to.
We could make Spike be the noble and Redomer be his bodyguard.
And besides, the only difference between you and a noble is just that you speak your mind straight away. That's the only difference, and you don't have fancy clothing.
Sure, I guess.
What do you think, Spike?
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay. Demmy, any problem with getting the disguise?
Well, getting normal stuff clothing, not so much. But if you want to get some really fancy clothes, I'll probably going to need an influence check for that one, since you're requisitioning high quality clothing, basically, or best
As-
quality clothing specifically.
So the clothing that I would have from a noble, does that suffice already, or?
Uh, I'd say I'd qualify that one as good, but if you want something, much better and also something local, you can very much acquire it or try and get it.
Then
Let
I
me-
wish to.
Let me just try and see real quick. Clothing is generally abundant. That's good to know. And best quality should increase it by 2 levels, I think. Just give me 1 second, and I can tell you like what the difficulty would be. But I don't think it should be that difficult, actually. Funnily enough.
Okay.
Abundant, and then my bad. Best actually adds plus 30, so we'll go
Good.
from abundant to plentiful to common to average. Right.
So that means just
Average.
rolling it flat.
I mean, you did say that Freya passed with good.
Yeah, definitely. But it's more like if you want to flex even more is the thing.
Yeah. Flexing is good, and that means that I can. Oh, actually, wait. I'm the only chick in the party, aren't I?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck.
I mean, you two could act as a couple. Make it.
Yeah, but that's ERPing with players. That's not okay. We don't do that.
Fair.
You don't do that.
Just be a friend, yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that.
But I will
Or,
say,
yeah.
if you want to get best quality clothing, it'll count it as common. So you can roll basically influence with a plus 10. Since there's probably going to be plenty of clothing here, and everybody's trying to fit in some form of fashion.
I know I shouldn't, but I'll do it anyway.
Sadly, no. Also, you accidentally rolled to GM.
Oh, yeah, then I have to reroll, right? Yeah, that's
no,
how it works.
no,
Yeah,
no,
nobody
no,
else sees it.
No, no,
I mean, Demmy, to me, that's a 5 success. I see 5 successes.
No, Redomer did.
I believe them. I believe that
See?
Domino.
You released me. That's
Sadly, the
huh?
Emperor does not. So no.
Well, if I spend a pay point, he does, right?
If you spend a fate point to reroll, you can.
How much longer is the session going to go on for, Demmy?
Well, we finish in about 30 minutes.
Should I do it, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, you have a pretty fucking good chance.
Do whatever you like.
Well, your fellowship. Also, just click away from the GM. God damn it, I clicked it for you.
How do I like? How do I do that? I didn't even click it.
Under gear, there's literally a GM button. You click on that, and it rolls to the GM automatically.
Wait, where's the gear? I don't see a gear.
What do you mean gear on your sheet, my guy? You just click the GM again. There you go.
Ah, that one. Okay, calm down, man. I gotta reroll, you know.
Well, you're not able to get better quality clothing.
Can I try to get them some normal clothing instead?
To get who?
Get the others normal clothing, like. You know.
I'll just say they can get normal clothing. But this was specifically to try and be, woo fancy.
Yeah.
So, going from there, you guys you guys can be as ready as you want, and in terms of gear and stuff, obviously those who are acting as bodyguards can most likely go in with no problems in terms of weaponry. Without it being obviously too much. Like, they're not going to let you bring in, it's like, oh, don't mind me, I just have 6 guns on me, definitely not, share to my friends and whatnot. But those who's acting as, the nobles, and who's acting as bodyguards?
I have no idea how to be anything close to a noble. I'm from a fucking death world. But let's go.
Okay.
Need you to prolong this session so I have here fate points again, please.
So Spike and
yeah.
Freya, are you guys want to be the let's call them noble couple?
I mean, I don't want to be, but
I
I doubt either the other two want to be.
Understand.
Oh man, we're brothers and sisters. Don't make it weird.
Okay.
Come on.
Fair.
I
mean,
expect
look,
no.
Can nobles bring like at least a last pistol?
Yeah, definitely.
Easy. What about a hotshot last pistol?
What about a power sword?
Power sword, actually, funnily enough, yes.
Yes,
a power sword
fits
is
completely.
Yup, a power sword is a sign of nobility.
Yup.
Yes, I'm taking it with me. Should have done that
I mean,
before.
look,
Would have done in the
Hotshot
audience
Laz
with a
also,
cocktail, I
like,
imagine.
eh?
Hotshot Laz, no sir. Laz pistol, yes.
Not two last pistol.
Bastard.
And before, the only reason I couldn't get an audience to cook before was because I didn't have my sword with me, clearly.
Okay. The rest. Okay, so that's that. In terms of, by the way, armor, since the two of you are probably you can link weaponry, but probably no armor. If you guys want to be in the normal clothing, trying to fit in.
Yeah,
The guard.
I mean that's when.
Yeah, the
Less.
guards. However, you guys can bring your normal equipment. Actually, let me just check. You have the electro stuff, right?
Yes.
And the Indrand, what do you have? I think you just have like a warhammer, right?
No, I think I also I think I have something else too. Yeah, the
Oh.
last pistol in theory.
Yeah, you can bring a last pistol to warhammer. Okay. So, you guys can just count yourselves as being, at the restaurant. I'll say that Freya, being a familiar face from before and stuff like that, you are you can be brought in definitely,
Nice.
and have a table for the four of you. And well, you guys are once again in. You guys are open to the courses. There's waiters going about, all of that. What would you like to do?
I just whispered to Freya, tried to tell the phrase to the waiter.
Yeah, let me copy paste just in case it's not forgotten.
Wait, don't send it yet. I want to see if I wrote it down. Okay, first, please.
Okay.
Is it, or is it not? For tonight, I'd like to dine with crimson wine.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So at that point, just waiting for like a waiter to come along, and I'll say the words.
Mm-hmm. The waiter doesn't seem shocked. He just sort of looks at you, but then looks at all your companions, and goes, "And would that be a table for 4?"
Indeed, it would. I shoot him a smile.
Very well. The splendor greets you, and your table will wait for you at 2:22 in the morning. I hope to see you there. And he, happily grins and keeps on serving as if nothing happened.
Demmy, just a question.
Mhm.
There. Does he mean that we need to return again, or do we stay here till 2?
You can stay.
Okay.
It's just more of like, there will be a table.
Also, side note, this time I order like 1 soup and
Yeah, good soup. But there will be, a few bit of hours waiting and blah blah blah. But do you guys then wait for 2:22 a.m.?
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, I still think we should socialize a little bit more with the people here.
Want me to go for it?
You sure?
Like, unless anyone specifically objects, but
This place is probably luxurious that it has like like a socializing bar and stuff, and probably a small little dance area, live music, all of that stuff, right? So that you can definitely schmooze around if you want.
yeah, I'd like to do that.
All right. Just give me a general charm test, and you look good and all of that. Give me a +10.
Hey.
All right. You definitely schmooze around enough, and you are, I'd say, with 3 degrees of success, and is trying to stay a bit later than the rest. You kind of pick up on one individual who you kind of start vibing with, and it kind of ends up being the idea that you realize that, and he realizes as well, that you seem to be part of the clientele that will be part of tonight. And he goes and just basically comments, you have exquisite taste, madam.
She puts on a smile, as you it would seem. As do you. What else he would brings you to his fine establishment tonight, but I think we know.
The,
And she
great,
smokes once again.
the greatest delicacy one can find on Tisler's Fall, truly. I don't know what the chef does, but it's just divine.
Fine indeed.
But
All the important people's. Never mind.
yeah, just to basically go with it, there's going to be schmoozing and stuff like that. But you do recognize that it seems like a few bit of people here are actually staying around and are waiting as well for the time. So you kind of have an idea of like who might also be a part of this, basically.
That's good to know. I'll relay that to the others.
Anything the rest of you want to do?
Not risky operation.
Yes, I mean,
Sorry, one at a time. What?
Not risk the operation.
Understandable. Okay. So eventually the time will come. And, you know, the waiters and all of that come back, you know, kind of strolling in. It seems like carts and carts of food. And it seems like almost like it went from being, you know, a course sort of deal to now being basically a buffet, right? It's less classy, but the variety is very much expanded on. And everybody is, you know, everybody can get what they want. So you can see some of the nobles send out, you know, their own bodyguards or something like a servant or whatever to get food for them, right? But you have the option to go and eat what your heart desires. There seems to be various types of meats and vegetables and soups and sauces and probably live cooking as well. All of that. It's a spectacle. It feels like it one upped itself from the previous part, even though it's, you know, just a different time of the day, right? And well, would you guys want to partake?
Ooh,
hmm.
just watch for now. At least for me.
All right. The rest of you?
I mean, same. Just watch. I'm a bodyguard.
God damn it! Don't. Why you gotta be like this? Are we just gonna sit here and not eat?
It's fucking.
I'm tough. I will take at least a little bit.
Yeah, so will I. I'm not a coward.
All right. You take a little bit. I'll say, you know, it's just a small little assortment of other things. And oh boy. Oh, shit's good. Shit's real good. Like, damn, like Freya, like you've eaten some stuff, right? Pretty luxurious,
Yeah.
but this was made mwah, like fucking al dente, my guy out here. And you, Indrand, it is truly divine. It just hits different, but you don't feel any side effects. You don't feel, you know, you sort of prepare yourself for possibly the worst, but nothing. It's just deliciousness in your mouth.
Just look at the others. You really must try this. This is actually amazing. You know, it's not always that I get to treat you guys out to stuff like this. You should definitely take some.
It is really good. I can agree to that. Too good, in my opinion.
You get used to the quality.
I'm stuffed. I've eaten the soup. That was enough for me for tonight.
How it's
So
I just rather don't want to partake in any activities that potential heretics might do. So
I will say, those that have eaten, make me a willpower roll. Plus 10.
Course. Of
Failure?
course.
oh god,
Oh my
So
god.
close, but no, yeah. So you eat, you know, the little bit of the plate you got, but your taste buds are working. You gotta go for seconds. You just
Worry.
gotta.
Maybe the other people are smart enough to, object? Question mark?
Look, man, you wanted to go for the food. You seem to be fucking enjoying it. Just having a bit more isn't suspicious. If you go for like thirds or like fourths,
My lady, are you sure you're not full? You've eaten.
Honestly, Demmy, that almost sounds like an insult.
Yeah, you got. It kind of is. You gotta go for seconds, bro. It's too good.
Can I roll willpower to not to get angry?
Maybe after the second dish.
Can I? By
That's
the
pretty
way,
insulting. That's the
My-
type of thing where you drop all the food in your mouth and just go like slap. What the fuck?
question.
Mm-hmm.
While they're doing that, can I try to see if there's like a big underworld honcho anywhere to be seen? Someone who could be the manager, maybe.
Okay.
he is the manager of the underworld.
Not that.
True. I get him entirely. Roll me perception. Roll me lore underworld, but with perception again, since you're keeping a lookout. The two that are eating, I need another willpower
I
roll
need
from you
to
two.
roll perception
Yeah, just roll perception
with a plus
plus 10. Yeah, there's gonna be
plus 10. Yeah, is it plus 10 with 2 ticks?
yes.
You have to put the pluses from like the ticks. You have to do it yourself, or is it automatic?
No. When you're rolling it like this, because you don't have the characteristic combined into it, you kind of have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, so when I have like 2 dots and parry, I have to manually do it.
No. You don't have to. When you have two dot, when you're rolling it like that, it's more of the case of, let's say you're rolling, as I said, lore underworld, but for perception, right? The lore doesn't have perception, so you have to roll perception manually and then add the ticks them yourself.
Okay. Cool.
You definitely do actually notice. It seems that on the second floor, since it's kind of like overlooking and stuff, you do actually notice some individuals are very much keeping track, and actually, you notice this very fat chef-looking individual that is like sort of near the kitchen, sort of just looking and sort of nodding at all the people eating, and something about it doesn't quite feel right. The two who ate, by the way, willpower with a plus 20 this time.
God.
Oof.
Okay.
Oh no.
So, Freya, you eat your fill, and you're just like, okay, that was good. Mwah. Perfect. Like, you're full, you're happy, all of that. Indrand, damn, this shit, you can't find this shit anywhere else. You gotta go for a third.
Can I at least
Hey, go for that.
Indrand.
No. Can I at least first of all, the person who just insulted me, why you gotta be so rude? But hey, look, you may have actually had roughly enough. I know it's good, but she like comes closer. You're technically still on the job.
I mean, look, sure, but there's something not right here. There's like some people watching us, like watching everyone eat, and they're not eating on their own. They seem quite important. This has a really bad. You do you. Not like I can. Hello.
Yeah. I think just
I'm gonna just say, Indrand, put the fucking fork down.
Why?
Or spoon, or whatever. Have you
Put the gourd
forgotten?
down,
Have
goddammit.
you forgotten that this is a potential site of heresy? Have you not thought that they may be waiting for this specific food for a reason?
Let's just hesitate for a second. Say yes, and slowly move take the fork to my face.
Are you moving it towards you?
Yes.
God damn it.
Now, I feel like we need to ask the chef some questions about his secret recipe.
I agree.
But if we do that now, the people up above are gonna
Oh,
probably skedaddle.
we don't have to do it now. Never said we have to do it now.
True.
We can figure something out after dinner. Quotation marks.
Just a question. Can I ask Demmy
Oh my fucking god.
So
It's probably a plus 30 at this point, right, Demmy?
yes, but let me just answer Eddie's question first. Yeah, what's up?
How does Pierce work? Pierce Underworld.
Peer Underworld, basically you kind of have an in with those people. I'd say in this case,
But this is criminal cartels. I mean, but it would have
hold on.
Prison.
Let me check specifically what you got.
Criminal
peer
cartels.
close enough. But basically how that I'd count that as happening is rather than you having peer with like a specific group because you're new to the planet and all of that, it's more like you kind of know how to naturally fit in and you kind of have this natural like way of going about with these people. And basically what it happens is when you're interacting with those kind of people, you get a +10 to any like social tests and a +10 to like influence checks as well if you're interacting with those people. You just basically know how to go with the flow when it comes to criminal people.
Yeah.
Indrand, willpower
Yes,
with a +30.
Okay. I mean, I can only fail so much, right? Oh.
Yeah. Okay. After your third dish, you tried a little bit of everything, right? You went first with classic stuff that like red meat, something like that, things. Cool. Then you went a bit more exotic. Then you went a bit more exotic. But you're finally full. You're sated. Feels good. And you're sitting there, belly full of good food. And it's like, oh, that hits different.
I just look and say, well, god damn. That was really fucking good. I think I'm gonna try purging real quick.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We should find the bathroom.
Yeah. Easy to find. A waiter will gladly show you towards it.
What kind?
So,
Had to empty out.
Yes.
I'll say easily done. I'm not gonna make you roll toughness to fucking gag yourself and throw up.
Toughness Medicaid check, come on now.
No.
If you succeed, you fucking don't manage to make yourself throw up.
Roll a fucking crit success and you actually take damage from gagging yourself so
Oh
hard.
my god.
But you do regurgitate. Sadly, you get that little thought in your head, you won't be able to digest it fully, but still, the taste is all that's important, and yeah, easily regurgitate. So, the night will keep on going, but is there anything you'd like to do? Otherwise, eventually we'll come to closing time, and the chef's closing time. So, any last things?
Can we, if we leave keep a lookout again if the big chef leaves?
Yeah.
There's a problem though. As we go outside, we're gonna need to pay up, and that's gonna be a problem yet again. Unless everybody helps out. Is that possible, Demmy?
I'd say it would. I'd say everybody could assist with a little bit. In this case.
All right.
So, is that what you're going to do? Leave normally and
I'm also kind of thinking that what we could do is we could split up into two. And one group goes up above and fucking talks to the people sitting up above, obviously sus. And then the others go into the kitchen and just confiscate the fucking place. But we would have to break subtlety.
Very much so, yes.
I mean, we
Break
could
all of
wait
us.
on closing time, and then if the chef doesn't leave, we can just break in from the side door. Something
Yes.
that will lose less subtlety. That was my plan.
That's fine too. just giving things I can think of.
Okay, so if that's the plan, pay up time. So who's paying first and foremost?
Probably
Right.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was what was it? It was rare first and foremost because high quality stuff, so -20. But I'll say with 3 people assisting and stuff like that, you can roll with influence of a +10.
Hey!
Thank God.
Yeah, no, by scrounging up a little bit, you are able to you know, pay up, and as you guys are all leaving and closing time is coming, the chefs, and specifically the person that you noticed, Lael, the sort of this fast chef going around looking around, seems to be the most vocal and basically says, "Thank you, my dear guests, for coming to the splendor. I hope you enjoyed tonight's meal as much as I did preparing it. Please come again." And he just starts greeting people and all of that and trying to be nice and friendly, and you can leave.
Question,
Mhm.
maybe.
Yes.
How, like, what, how fat were the guests?
How fat were the guests?
Yes.
Uh, Decently.
Hmm. All
Like
right.
obese or just overweight?
Also, I
There would
feel
be
like
there would be some obese people, there would be some overweight people, but majority seems to be, on the good side. Like, if anything, you guys were the minority.
Hmm. That's not
You're
good.
going.
I
So
just
you gotta go again.
thought of something.
Go for it.
I feel like I'm fucking oblivious. Maybe the food was laced with drugs. It
What?
bought drugs.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of obvious.
Yeah,
Or
I feel
insinuated.
like I'm just oblivious. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking adorable, my friend.
What do you mean adorable?
Oblivion.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a
I'm
good
just
game.
mean consuming drugs would be an act of heresy, wouldn't it?
It depends on the drugs. Technically, cigarettes are considered a drug, but they're not really, illegal.
True. But this
Kind
was
of like, for what are you consuming it? Like, we're doing it in the pursuit of actually finding out heretics. It's kind of.
okay then. Seem to like it.
So then, since it's already midnight, and you guys have left and kind of have an idea of what to do next, let's leave that for next session. So let's go through the rounds and say goodbye. But before that, actually, everybody gets 400 XP first and foremost. So I think you guys should be at. Welcome back, Adi. I think everybody should be at 2200, right? Oh, I died. Oh, that was me. Oh no. Fuck. Shit. Hello? What? What do you mean you can hear me? I'm at 5,000 ping. I don't hear you. What the what? Okay, I guess I'll say goodbye in everybody's name because I can't hear anybody. Actually, hold up. Maybe if I disconnect and reconnect. Wow. I'm 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 just dead. Oh, okay. No route. I'll say bye for everybody's name. Carlos. Bye. Boo. Bye bye. Domino. Bye. Redomer. Bye bye. Bye guys. Jesus, that was so fucking cringe. I need to stop.